things, Delmarva.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us here. I'm Jen Falsetti, and you're watching Good Things Delmarva, a show where we take a look at all the great things happening in your area. I'm joined here this morning by Sarah Rubin from the Delmarva Discovery Center. They have a few very exciting events coming up very soon. So, Sarah, thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you.
And you brought a very special guest. We have Cornelius the snake. So tell me a little bit about what you brought here.
Sure. This is Cornelius the corn snake. He is one of our educational animals at the Delmarva Discovery Center. We like to use animals in our programs to teach children and adults about the native species that we have right around here in Delmarva.
Yeah, speaking of which, tell us all about the Delmarva Discovery Center. You guys are located out of Pocomoke, and tell us a little bit about what you guys are all about.
Sure. We are a cultural, natural, and historical museum, so we feature exhibits around the things of Delmarva. We have things about history and the Native Americans. We have a 6,000-gallon freshwater tank. We have a rotating exhibits room currently. We have an exhibit called Something to Crow About, all about the chicken industry. And, of course, we have our two-story steamship.
And there's a lot of things to discover here on Delmarva, and we have a lot of wildlife as well.
Yes, we do. We have a lot of different reptile species, a lot of different amphibians and birds, and you can learn all about those by coming to one of our programs at the Delmarva Discovery Center.
And speaking of, you guys have a very busy few weeks ahead. Coming up later on today, an Easter egg hunt. So what time and where should people head out for this?
We open the center today at 1 p.m. and at that time you can come in, you can start doing face paintings and crafts. We also will have the Easter Bunny there. Easter Bunny is ready. He's there to take pictures with you and your family members. And we have an Easter egg hunt, which starts at 2 p.m. And there are going to be Easter eggs all throughout the museum with 2 golden eggs that have grand prizes.
And so tell me a little bit about those prizes.
Those prizes are actually big Easter baskets that the Easter Bunny hands over to the kids themselves. Wow. That contain some goodies like big chocolate bunnies and stuffed animals and a few special things from the Discovery Center. And
there's going to be plenty of activities there. There's another where folks can actually make an Easter basket craft.
Yes, they will be able to make a craft, and so they don't have to bring their own baskets. They can make a basket there, and they'll actually use a little bunny tote to go around searching for eggs.
And you also, I know you're going to be very busy later on this afternoon. You have another event coming up here in just a few weeks. It's called the Reptile Festival. So when and where is that all taking place?
It's a very big event that we're going to be having on April 13th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're having someone come from the D.C. Baltimore area. His name is Brian Crystal, Nature Center on the Go, Reptile Wonders. He's a fantastic performer. He'll be doing 2 shows with us at 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. with all exotic reptiles from big and to even bigger.
This is not the first year that you've done this, correct?
No, this is a couple years in the making. It's a new presenter this year, so we're really excited about what he's going to bring. And of course we will have our own little native reptile species there so that the children can enjoy the friends they've made at the Discovery Center already.
What are you really trying to teach people too about some of these reptiles? I know some people think of a snake and they think they're scary, but Cornelius here is rather beautiful. So talk to me a little bit about that.
Sure. What I try to do as an environmental educator and the center's aquarist, I try to teach people about the wildlife that we have and what it actually is required to keep these animals if you do choose to have an animal as a pet, and also responsible viewing of these animals out in the wild. So snakes, a lot of people confuse these snakes as copperheads. So if we can educate people that not all snakes are venomous and scary, and that you can make an individual connection with them, I think that's really what we're all about.
And you also mentioned too, a lot of work goes into keeping a snake, and poor Cornelius here, unfortunately, his owners weren't able to care for him. So just so people know before they run out and buy a snake, there's a lot that really goes into it.
Of course, yeah, with any other pet, you have to look into what's required. These snakes can live a fairly long time, and they do need the appropriate UV light, and they need heat sources, and depending on what climate they're from, they can require different humidities and things like that. So you have to do your research before you go into buying a pet.
It's not necessarily like buying a fish. And I know you guys are going to be very busy. You got a lot of programs coming up besides just these two events, the Reptile Festival and the Easter egg hunt. So talk to me a little bit about what some of the things going on in the near future.
Sure. We are going to be very, very busy. We are very proud to be hosting the after-school academies with Pocomoke Middle School. Those will be going on. They'll actually start next week, so we're super excited about that. And we also have weekly interpretive programs. Every Saturday and Sunday, we have interpreters doing programs.
Wow. So where can somebody get some more information on the Delmarva Discovery Center, or if they have any questions about any of these programs?
Sure. You can go to our website, delmarvadiscoverycenter.org, or you can go to our Facebook page, Delmarva Discovery Center. We're always posting. I make sure I post once or twice a week at least.
All right, great. Sarah, thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having us.
You're very welcome. And stick around. Good Things Delmarva will be right back after this.